What does she do? Is it genetics? It's a heated topic, so I will touch base on it. Kind of borderline placebo. Hello, my name is KeltieOConnor and welcome to my channel. Normally you see me taking on different fitness trends, fads, whatever, but a big thing you guys do love to see me do, for whatever reason, no judgment, is testing different celebrity food, workouts, whatever. And so it's summertime. What do most people want in the summertime? Abs. Who's the queen bee currently of abs? Emily Ratajkowski. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say it, so embrace it now if that's triggering. I'm just gonna say Emily for the rest of the video. Anyway, she's the GOAT. Look at her abs. So it gets you thinking, what does she do? Is it genetics? Does she eat in a way? Does she work out? So I decided to do it for a week, so here we go. Technically, she starts every day with something called cooing almond with, insert rating there, and a black coffee. So I got a black coffee, technically Americano, but same thing. And I searched online for hours. I walked downtown for hours to try and find that pastry, but apparently it's really rare and hard to make. So I'm starting every day with just like a very buttery, small pastry equivalent I can find, which is kind of the same idea. That's probably why she has abs all day. She just has a quick fix, but there's not much in her tummy. But I'm not mad about this for breakfast. It's not the best for you, but it's a little, try biting this. We're gonna backtrack a little bit. Now, one of the first things I noticed she has, I did a lot of research on her Instagram. She is quite diverse. She is a lover of smoked salmon bagels, which is, oh my god, so good. I found this picture of her having them. I was in New York, so when I went to New York, I was like, if there's never time to get a smoked salmon bagel, where would models get them? It'd be in New York. She says she likes sandwiches or salads for lunch, so I went to my favorite spot here in Toronto, Forno Culture, and they have this chicken sandwich here, which I cut in half, so it's not gonna look as great. It is honestly unreal. It's got a bunch of veggies, just this amazing dressing, some mayo, some pesto, chicken. It's got grapes. It's just, oh. The queue right now, all the sandwiches I ate this week. And then I had a couple of other like salad-esque bowls. So what I've been doing for Emily's dinners is, what I looked online is that I had the one healthy one, which is like the Cafe Gratitude, which I got from IQ Foods. Bowl you could make there. So we got some radishes, broccoli, yams, we got some Brussels sprouts, ginger, some rice, steel cut salmon, and then I already poured it all on, but it's like a miso dressing that's amazing. But then she says it's her social time, which I love so much. Food for me has always been like something with my family that you really sit down, you enjoy, you make some appies, you have a drink. And it's just like, I grew up always having dinner with my families. I know that's not the case for everyone, but that's how me and my family were, and it's something I really miss. If you didn't know, I'm new to Toronto. I have a couple friends here, but I don't have many friends. My best friends are out west. My family is there. Something I've been doing this week then is just, if I'm not out for dinner and that, as I just sit down and go on FaceTime with my mom or with my friends or anyone who's just really important to me, and then like I just have dinner with them. So if you're like in long-term relationships, whether it be, you know, with your partner or your friends or family, that's something I recommend. Like it's not the best, but it's better than like me sitting on my couch alone eating it. And so that was actually a really good habit to get into. And then so that, and also I did try and be out and be social. Obviously I just naturally do that, so I just didn't take that out of my weekly routine. So flash to Snapchat. So yeah, I went out and just had time with girlfriends. For myself, I really need that. I'm an extrovert. I like to be like with the people I love. It brings me up, that gives me energy. Now another thing she has, which I'm actually obsessed with always in the summertime, and it's a heated topic, so I will touch base on it before you trolls. Give me a second. She likes to have juices. So she says beet juice and turmeric are her favorites. So now I love greenhouse juicery. For me, I love doing the whole added juice in my day, but I don't think it's for everyone, and I think it's kind of stupid, but it's not fully stupid. And here's my rationale. This is technically a kombucha turmeric, but you guys know my love of that. So it's like the same, just got a little extra health. Well, amazing. Why I like juices. Now, it's just extra nutrients in your day. There's nothing wrong with extra nutrients, but a lot are just sugar. Do you need sugar? No, but sometimes you want a little pick-me-up. Now, they're not a replacement for food. You need fiber. Get your fruits and veggies. This is not a miracle cure. It's just an extra little nutrients. And I hate both sides of it. Like, don't come at me and be like, juice is bad and you should just have fiber and all this. Some people don't like to eat fruits and vegetables, so this is better than nothing. It's better than just eating white pasta and nothing but. If you're trying to lose weight, this isn't gonna fill you up. It's extra calories. Actually eat the beet. It's gonna fill you up more. It's gonna be easier. If you're weight maintenance, weight gain, great way. On the flip side, like, it's not a miracle. This is not like, oh, holy one, all I needed was juice and everything is okay with my life and it fixes my digestion and everything. A little ginger and turmeric, it's good for immunity. Some beets is full of nutrients and health. It's gonna help your skin or something. I don't know, what does this do? Deep roots. I don't know what it does, but it's beet juice. There's my premise. It's not a miracle, it's fine, but why I love juicing. It's extra nutrients and I feel like I'm healthy AF. It's, when you do a little shot of this in the morning, it puts me into the zone and I'm like, you are on a health kick. It's just like a kind of borderline placebo. I am the health. Now, I noticed online she likes to go to baseball games and drink beer. So in typical healthy fashion, sport events and beer, count me in. So for workout, she just says she doesn't actually work out that much. She says she mainly does like hikes and yoga, which honestly, it's to each your own. You can look at her like she looks amazing. Don't take this as offense, but we don't look at her and be like, wow, she's so jacked. So make sure that it makes sense. Like, she's just like skinny and has abs. So obviously her body type is achievable with just walking and doing yoga. And so that's kind of the premise of my workouts this week. Is I just went like on this like hike. She also does yoga. So because I didn't want to pay an arm and a leg to do yoga classes, you can do them. The nice thing about yoga is it's one of the most inexpensive workouts to do at home. So I'm just gonna follow some yoga workouts from other YouTubers. So like Sarah, who is amazing. I'm gonna follow her stuff. She doesn't know I'm doing this. I'm just gonna follow her stuff because she knows what's up, and then just do that for every couple of days in this workout challenge. Not in this workout, in this workout. In this challenge, that will be my workout. Wow, it's one of those days. So, it's been a week. What happened? Here, my before, my after. Nothing changed. My weight stayed the same, and that was something I wanted to touch base on. I feel there's always this speculation on models and their starvation diets, but a lot of them maintain their weight, and I don't want to, okay, we're going to tap into the model industry and eating disorders and all that, like that's a thing, but we're not touching that. This is for this video, that's another topic. A lot of people would see someone like Emily, and I don't know her story, but just looking at how she's eating, as assuming she's telling us the truth. Obviously she eats calorie dense foods, she eats healthy, she doesn't work out chronically, she maintains her weight, she maintains those abs, and a lot of people don't think that's possible. It is, but it depends, and you have to take into context. One, everyone has a different body set point. Some people, like I know myself, I can maintain this weight I'm at with like never really thinking about it. Just like my hunger levels, just everything, this is where I sit. And so I'm looking back at old pictures of her, she was always lean. So it's likely her hunger always taps out and she kind of stays that. I'm sure there's times she has to tweak things a little bit, overeat. We all have that kind of 5 to 10 pound area we stay in. And you want to find that for your body, and I really hope everyone finds that homeostasis. And a question I get asked a lot is like hunger and how you stay there and how you can eat things like she does, baked goods and pastas and maintain it, and like how do you feel full and not snack. And I'm not a registered dietitian, I'm not a nutritionist, I will not saying that, but from just my own experience and just like I did some research just to provide you guys value, is the one thing is portion control. You can have those foods and maintain your weight. Obviously the thing about those foods that are higher calories is that's it, they're just higher calories, so they're not going to be as filling. So when you're in a calorie deficit, you know, having hundreds of calories of just like little baked goods is going to be hard to stay in a calorie deficit, and it won't be enjoyable, versus having nutrient dense food, fruits, veggies, grains, all that, and protein. It's a lot more filling, a lot more area in your stomach for less calories, so you're getting more nutrients, so your cravings, your body's healthier, you'll be fuller from the higher volume versus the small things. Now of course, if you're just talking weight, not health, you can have the calorie dense foods. So I feel when you're losing weight, don't deprive yourself of those. Just realize if your weight loss is your goal, maybe have a little smaller portions, that bigger portions, the other thing. If maintenance is your goal, you can kind of have a happy medium. If weight gain is your goal, you have more of the high calorie dense stuff. If that makes sense, that's kind of like the ratio of how portion control works. And in terms of hunger, some things I know for myself and for weight maintenance, and just kind of have that realization of how do you know you're hungry. Someone once told me this, and I feel it's a good rule of thumb, is if you're asking if you're actually hungry or if you're just craving things, think of a big juicy steak. So you think of a big juicy steak and you're like, oh, that is all I want, oh my god, yes, you're probably actually really hungry. But if you're kind of like, oh no, I want this and that and this and that, and like, yeah, I don't really want a steak right now, you're probably not hungry, it's just a bit more cravey. Now that doesn't mean you can't eat in that moment. And another thing is, like, I feel timing in terms of like eat till fullness, eat to satisfy. I feel that's too much pressure, being like I have to eat to 75 to 80% full this time. That sounds like a lot of thinking. My rationale is, if I know I'm not going to eat for 8-10 hours, a long time for whatever reason, I have a big meal, I eat to the point of stuffed. If I'm just like an average day, I'll have 2 to 3 meals. I eat till I feel like content and satisfied, and then I go on 5, 6, 4-ish hours. If I know I'm gonna be eating in like an hour, 2, 3, I just have something light that like I just don't feel like I'm gonna faint. You gotta just play around with it and just be mindful. That's a big thing. Sit in front of your food, eat your food, be social, just feel the fullness, enjoy it, and just play around and figure out your hunger and where your body naturally wants to sit. And so I feel that's something to work on, instead of just dieting all the time, instead of finding this new fad, all that. Just start to learn a bit about portion control and just what a serving size actually is, including more fruits and veggies, and just spend the time to learn your own hunger, what causes you to overeat, what causes you to undereat, and just try and find what works for you that keeps you fueled, that you're eating nutrient dense food, but also the soul food. And I feel that's something you just have to play around with. And it sounds taxing, it sounds like a lot of time, but if you do that for a couple months, that's gonna set you up for success for the rest of your life, versus just yo-yo dieting, because I'm not about that. So I think that is the premise behind Emily and what I wanted to portray in this, of like how someone so skinny with abs can maintain her weight eating stuff like that. She just eats probably to a good satisfaction for herself, her energy level. She doesn't work out a ton, so she maybe doesn't eat as much big servings, and maybe only has 2 or 3 meals. We don't know, but that's what I'm putting 2 and 2 together, and thought I'd spread that message. Yes, eat your soul food. You need it, but you need nutrient dense food. I will say that forever on this channel. There we go. So if you guys are new to the channel, feel free to hit subscribe. Throw this a like if you want other similar videos. Comment down below any other videos, guys, any other videos you guys want to see from me. I'll try and make that happen. Just want to remind you guys, if you're having an awful day, say it with me. There's one way to cure it. Have a great day. Go pet a dog. Love you guys. Bye.